Okay. And we will have a discussion later. No need to ask if our time's already over, okay?
Okay, so can we get started, please? I'm not used to speaking to this, so I'm going to shout probably or throw it around because I'm used to speaking with my hands. Right, so in front of, before we start, I'm Rosemary. I'm from South Africa. We are very violent in South Africa, and we are also criminals there, so watch your stuff. And because I'm saying this, they may be waiting at the airport for me as well, Rachel. But yeah, I'm sure I'll be fine after that. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to do a little exercise. I want you to stand up, please. I invite you to just stand up. Thank you. And now I want you to bend backwards and form a bridge with your body, touching the floor with your hands. Okay, no one willing to do that? Okay, that's just to warm up a little bit and to put you in a state of shock so that I can feel better. So you can sit down now. Right, we're going to talk about building bridges. And just forget about the slideshow for now. Just ignore it completely and focus on me. Okay? Right. In front of you, you have a piece of paper. I would like for you to... So I'm going to illustrate now what I would do in a therapy session. I would like for you to draw a bridge from somewhere to somewhere. If it's difficult to get started, just close your eyes for a few minutes or a few seconds, and because we are limited with time, and see if something comes up, and you just start drawing spontaneously. Don't overthink. When you're done, just give me an indication. I know it feels rushed, but our presentation is only supposed to be 20 minutes long. If I wanted to, I'd keep you for half a day, but unfortunately, time is something that we fight against always. So just stay in the moment and go as far as you can with your bridge. So when you're done with your bridge, indicate with an arrow where you are on that bridge currently. And then with another arrow, show me the directionality of the bridge. So where's the beginning and where's the end? Anyone done yet? And then on top, just give your bridge a title. Okay, can we try and, like in a minute, in therapy I wouldn't rush the client, but we, okay. So you can actually, while we are going on, I find that I do that while the presenter is going on, I add to my drawing or whatever we're busy doing. So you're welcome to do that. Okay, I want you to look at your bridge and look at number one, the, what do you call this? The, where the bridge is connected from the one end to the other, the structures that is under the bridge. Have a look at that. Okay. If there's no structures, just write down. So give yourself a mark between 1 and 5. How strong and solid you think that bridge is. See if the bottom of the structure the bridge rests on is solidly grounded, or is there a space between the bottom and, yeah. Then what is under your bridge? Is there a structure it rests on your drawing? So you would probably give yourself a 0 because there's no... Yeah. And this rating is just something I came across in my research. Someone has developed it, so I am just going to apply it, and I'm going to use my own way for us to try and rate it. Right, the next thing is, what is under the bridge, we asked? Water? Stream? Everyone water. A forest under yours? What's under yours? Okay. Okay, so give yourself a mark for the safety of whatever is under that bridge. How safe is that space? Give yourself a mark between 0 and 5. 5 for very, very safe, solid, good. Say again. What is it for you? Yes. So if you decide, her question is, what is safe about water? This is her question. So it's very unique to her. What is water to her? It's very culturally sensitive as well, because in my country, a certain part of the population cannot swim, and they have beliefs, cultural beliefs with regards to water gods and water fairies and mermaids who grabs you and kills you. So water wouldn't be safe for them. We can't assume that water is calm, and most of them cannot swim as well. So water is not a safe place for them. So whatever's under the bridge, how safe and what is it about it that needed a bridge to be built over it? Rachel, are you listening? Please. Stop disturbing. What is, I was asking something. Can someone remind me what I asked?
What's under the bridge?
No, just before.
What makes it unsafe?
Ah.
You asked us to rate.
Yeah, you rated it. Thank you. Someone's listening. Why was it necessary for a bridge to be built over that space? Just think about it. Because usually we build bridges, it's globally accepted, universally accepted, that we build bridges over a space which is not easy to cross. So we create a bridge, a structure, so that we can usually safely cross over that bridge. I'm going to tell you a little story about a little boy, very young. He found his older brother, who was 21 years old. He was 8 years old, if I remember correctly. He found his brother who committed suicide. He walked in on him hanging. He hung himself. And he stopped sleeping. He couldn't sleep. And if he fell asleep, it was as if his mother was explaining to me. Basically, what happened is that his functioning was completely disrupted from that moment that he discovered. So that's what brought him into therapy. And I asked him to make me a drawing. That's all I asked of him. Make me a drawing. Choose something and make a drawing. And his first drawing was a bridge. Under the bridge, water. In the water, a shark. The water was very deep and it was dirty. So from that we can assume, what do we hear from him? And he was trying to cross the bridge and there was a dog. He was trying to, was it a bridge that I said he drew? He was trying to cross the bridge, but not in a normal way. He said he was trying to cross the bridge walking like this. The bridge is going that way, and then he's walking like this on the bridge, up and down, up and down, up and down. And I said, but why? And he says, there is a dog in the way. I can't. So once again, the symbol dog, what does it resemble for most of us?
I think that's culturally sensitive, but for me it's a pet. Pet.
The emotion you attach?
Warmth.
A dog is very faithful.
Kindness.
Companion.
Nice but not independent pet.
Loyal.
Loyal.
I love them.
Yeah, also loyal.
Stray dogs. That's the picture, because in India you find a lot of stray dogs without any abandoned. Yeah.
Okay.
Best friend.
Family member.
Family member. Right. But in their culture, they are brought up that a dog is very, very dangerous. That a dog is there to protect, so they literally train the dogs. If they have a dog, they tie it to a chain. They train these dogs to be very, very aggressive to protect them. So in that culture, a dog, most people in that culture are extremely scared of dogs. They come into our property to come do work, and they ask us to lock the dog up because they are scared of dogs. So I'm just mentioning how we need to be aware of culture all the time and get the information. Like Streams asked what is safe about water, and I had to ask her, what is it for you? So that's the important thing. Okay, so the bridge is going from this side. What number would you give that side? Based on nothing. Just give it a rating from 0 to 5. 0 being not good at all. 5 would be a great space. So the beginning of the bridge. Okay, the beginning of the bridge, you give yourself a rating from 0 to 5. 0 being not good at all, bad, almost like getting away from, and 5 being a great space, a good space. And do the same on the other side. And I'm actually doing this now. I'm thumb sucking. I'm creating my own bridge drawing process as I am going. Okay, and something I learned from Rachel is that numbers are very important. Are there figures or animals, people, anything else in your drawing but the bridge? Okay, so when you want to learn something about yourself, this is just a little interesting information that I learned from Rachel, and it is 99.99999% absolutely correct. So if there are flowers, trees, a person, birds, clouds, count them. And write the number down at the back of your paper, and that is an age in your life. So if you have, for instance, let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what I did here is I counted the number. Oops, the number of. Yeah. So anything on your drawing that you can count, turn the paper around and write the number down. And now what you can do is to take one of those numbers and see if you can remember an age, anything happening, an event, anything happening at that age in your life. You can count that or that.
Yes, I counted it.
You, there.
Sorry, 20 is the final number. 20.
Yeah?
Yes.
Is that the number?
Yes.
Anything happened when you were 20, you can remember an event? Okay, keep thinking about it. There's a subconscious or unconscious reason why we use the number that we've used. The trees you've used. I saw someone had 1, 2, 3, 4 clouds, hey? Anything you can remember from the age of 4? You can't remember anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nothing. The rays around there. Okay, write those ages down, and often it's because we subconsciously do not want to face or think about that event that we cannot remember. But very often, more often than not, there is a reason you use that number. And then write down what the bridge represents for you. Is it your journey? Is it a connection? Is it crossing over from one thing to another? Is it something that, an obstacle you need to overcome? Just think about what the purpose of that bridge is, apart from crossing that space for you right now, and why you put yourself at that exact spot on your bridge. Yeah, and I have to tell you that Rachel makes you count. If you have 1,000 dots on your drawing, you say, okay, but this is a lot, and she's like, but count it. So she makes you count everything on your drawing. That's my experience of her. But I do still love her very, very much, especially on Wednesdays. Yes. Okay, how much time do I have left? 10 minutes? Right. Okay, so we are halfway through. I'm going to leave you with your bridge, and I'm going to ask Damiano. He agreed to share a bridge drawing that I did with him and what his experience was like. So I'm going to leave you with that. I want you to spend time with that bridge. Think about the bridge. Ask yourself, there are prompts. Why? What is the feeling you had while you were drawing the bridge? You were very uncertain. You were asking me questions and you were looking at me. Ask yourself why. What is it about this concept of a bridge that made me so anxious? Yeah. Well, she made me anxious as well, just watching her. Like, is she going to have a panic attack or anything like that? Yeah. Okay, so I don't know if I gave you enough information, so I want you to ask me the questions you have in your mind now about what we've done so far, just quickly. Anyone have a question?
It's basically because I've done the bridge drawing with refugee minors. So, and this is my first time that I attempted this particular drawing, apart from the study. When you have a very atypical bridge, which in my case, it's going up, it's not the typical.
You're looking from the top, so you've
Yeah,
got a
it
top.
almost feels like I'm looking, like this is my perspective. Like,
Oh, from the bottom?
like if you were the viewer. Like
Yeah, from,
your,
yeah.
so I found it difficult to, that's the uncertainty. Like, how do I assess? Like, is there something underneath or not? So you will have to do a little probing to...
You need to probe, you
Probe,
need to think
yeah.
about it yourself. So I will definitely probe you more to think, okay, we don't see it on the drawing, but
Yeah.
is there something holding this bridge? Is there a holding structure on this bridge?
Oh, okay.
What did you feel like is another question doing this drawing. What part made you uncomfortable? What parts made you feel good? What questions, when I said about we build a bridge over something that we need to cross over, and ask yourself why, may I use yours? And she's got family and history underneath her bridge. And when I said, ask yourself why you drew a bridge over that you have to use to cross that. Rachel was like almost shocked. My family and my history. So you can ask yourself, and as a therapist, you can probe that more because, of course, we watch the body language as well. So, yeah, so that's just very simply. Anyone else a question just before Damiano shares?
So for me, I actually drew myself meeting myself. So I drew like a little girl and me as an adult, and the meeting space is in the middle. So there's only two. So that would suggest age 2. But one of the things about the stability thing is that there's no structure, but for me in my head, it goes off the page. So therefore, is it okay to say that it's a 5 in terms of strength because the page is the support for it? Does that make sense?
It makes sense, but it's not. It makes sense, but it's not on your drawing. So it is something that you need to ask yourself. On my drawing, if someone else looks at this and they see the bridge, there's no indication of the strength of the structure holding the bridge. So I think it's important also for you, Meghna, to keep in mind that it's not on the page, and you need to ask yourself, why did you choose that perspective? And how do you use that perspective in your life? Do you look at life like future orientated? Her bridge is definitely in the here and now. She's in the middle. The way she explained it told me it's in the here and now. So we'll go through the presentation and then we will learn a lot. Was this helpful, or was this what happened? What happened for you? It makes you think, makes you feel and wonder and so on. Okay, I did the bridge drawing with Damiano, and I asked him to, because he was really pleasantly surprised at the usefulness of the drawing and what we did. So I asked him to just share his experience and as much as you feel comfortable with.
Yes, so for me it was a process of clarification. The first thing I drew was the bridge using light blue, and after that the sun. And I felt these two feelings, cold under and very warm up. And so in the process
Excuse me, do you want to tell them what the bridge was about?
yeah, it's about the loss of my mother. So it was 3 years ago, almost. And so this is a symbol. So when she asked me where I was the entire painting, so not putting myself on the bridge, but it's a symbol for me. So, and but it was very interesting, the clarity this drawing. It helped me to feel this feeling of being very warmed when I think about her, and when I in a certain way I summon her, but also when I miss her, how I feel cold. And so this was very interesting.
So the drawing was split in two in the beginning, with the mother part here, where he said it's warm when he connects with her, and he feels good when he connects with her. He communicates with her almost all the time. They had an exceptionally good relationship, so it's very traumatic for him. He's still grieving the loss of his mother. And then he said, but this part is the pain, the grief, the cold, when the loss of his mother. And what I helped him see by asking questions is, do you think the sun could also be seen from the bottom and reflected in the water? And that was an aha moment for him. Like, so he can bring mother into the whole picture. So what I did now is I just, thank you. You want to say anything more? Thank you. What I did now, yeah?
No, it's just the time.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, 2 minutes. 3 minutes. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's fly through this quickly. And now someone will have to click, click, click for me. Okay, so in this presentation we explore the... Can I just ask a question very quickly? How many of you have time or have experience or knowledge of the bridge before we did this? You had a little bit? Rachel, definitely. You did research. Yeah, yours? So extensive knowledge or? Okay. And you also? 13 years ago when we did it. Right. Okay, so next slide, please. Bridge drawing is initially, it was created by those people in 1981. And the idea was to explore emotions, relationships, life transitions, and I added connection. I'm not sure if that was their purpose as well, but I believe so. For me now, in this time, I focus on the lived experience and orientation when I'm in a therapy session, past, present, future. What is the person's orientation? Is it past focused? Is it present focused? Or is it future focused? And then we work with that. Goal direction. You can set goals. We set, Damiano and me sat together and we decided what is he going to do next, setting a goal before we meet for the next session. Problem solving. It gives you a lot of insight in the person's approach to solving problems. Reflection of inner thoughts and feelings. Those things you can do in your own time. We don't have a full session here. Making the abstract more tangible. So he said it was very helpful for him to actually put it on paper, look at it. So it was abstract for him, and now he made it tangible. He can look at it, and he can add, and he can take away. Next one, please. We spoke about cultural significance, bridges as symbols of connection and transition. It's metaphoric, it's a journey, it's a transition, it's a change, it's an overcoming. Okay, next one, please. Basically, the first bridge drawings was created from a psychodynamic perspective. But I thought about it a little bit, and I thought you can basically, if you're working from a humanistic perspective, you can use it in that way. Focus on self-exploration and personal meaning. CBT streams, it's very helpful in CBT as well. Narrative, which is basically based on social constructionist theory or social constructivist theory. Those are different. And that is telling a story, writing a story about the bridge. So that is the one way you can approach. 1 minute? No time? Okay, can I finish? I'm going to have to, sorry. It's just how it is. And then systems theory, where a family or a group or any community functions as a system, from a broader system to a smaller system. She's looking at me and she's staring like this, her eyes are like this. So, okay, move. Projective, symbolic interpretation, individual. You are getting these presentations anyway, so we can just fly through it. Okay, boom. You can quickly read. Those are the materials needed, reflection and discussion. And for me personally, with every client, I'm doing it differently. I literally go with my gut, with my feeling, with my connection with the person, and that determines how I approach the bridge drawing. So I don't follow a set theory or whatever. Highlight the, okay, that's not important. Facilitator, creating a safe space, noting details and themes, which we did, the details, counting and themes. Are there certain themes that are repeating, like numbers, colors, etc.? Encouraging exploration and providing resources, right? 8, boom. Sample questions, this is just some of the prompts you can use, but for me, I like to just spontaneously work with a client and let them guide me as to what the next prompt will be. And I love the one at the bottom, if your bridge could talk, what would it tell you? Right, next one. Insights from drawings, emotional themes, boom, next one. Mindfulness integration, we did mindfulness with Jane yesterday. Draw mindfully to enhance relaxation, we tried that. Cognitive behavioral technique, goal setting based on insights. Narrative therapy, create stories around it, and systemic approach is systems dynamic. The client that comes to you is 99% of the time not the problem. It's the identified problem in the family. But basically the system, everyone has roles and the system supports this problem. Okay, next one. Potential challenges, resistance to art expression. Once again, in the culture that I worked with for many, many years, older people don't draw, it's for children. So it was very hard to cross that bridge for me to get them to understand that go back to a time when you enjoy drawing. Interpretation difficulties, we tend to want to interpret. We just do it naturally. Avoid that, let the client do the interpretation based on your prompts. Your follow-up integration, sustaining insights, that's okay, you can look at it yourself. Boom, boom. Clinical settings, individual, educational, all the settings where it can be used and applied. Next one. Research, you can have a look at that for yourselves. I think we need to develop a validated tool with a bridge because it's very universal. Next one, almost finished. There's a few drawings, and this is what this girl is 16 years old, and this is what she's experiencing. I'm going to ask you to read it for time's sake on your own, but I usually use the prompts and I ask them to answer on a piece of paper their answers to the prompts, and those were her prompts. And she's in the beginning of the bridge because she says her life is still ahead of her. Right, next one. This is a 12-year-old. No, same drawing. She asked if she could do another piece of paper or answer some more questions, and we did it again. So go on. This is a 12-year-old female. She says her life is incomplete, but life is what it is. There's water, the fishes. I like fishes. She says she has an eating disorder, and everything in her explanation is about what she enjoys. She enjoys the fishes, food, and so on. So you can, she says the bridge is very strong, but if you look at it there, what she says is not what it really represents. There's no end there to this bridge. The water is in front as well. So it tells us a lot about what she feels about the future at this stage. Right, next one. This is just my daughter. She suffers from FOMO, and when she heard that I'm going to present here, she asked, can I please send a drawing? And I said, okay, so do this, 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 and this. And she said, but I don't want to do that. I'm going to do the scratch on black paper, and it reflects her personality for me, 100%. If she was a client, it would be a reflection of who she is. She's always been like that since she was a baby. I do things my way because I'm unique and I'm different, and this is who I am. So there she is. Next one. I think we are almost done. Can you wake up, please? This is a very, very, very interesting one. And if you want to ask me about it afterwards, I would love to just keep the picture in your mind. I would love to talk through it with you because it's the most interesting bridge drawing that I've ever seen in my whole career. Next one, please. This is, of course, an engineer, as you can see on the drawing. A very perfectionistic engineer. You can see himself in that. And look how solid that bridge is. He's going to make sure that bridge is going nowhere. And he said that's very deep down there. So, right, next one. This is a 35-year-old female. She wrote only positive things. But she's positivizing everything in her life because I know her history and everything. But I can see in the drawings the numbers. And I know what happened in those times. And all of those numbers represents certain times in her life where she was, in her case, abandoned. Next one. This is what she wrote, that girl, the previous bridge. Next one. This is a 36-year-old male, very solid personality, uncertain of his future. When I talk to him, but he claims also for it to be different. He knows where he's heading and everything's wonderful. So at 36, he's still right in the beginning of his bridge, which is interesting. So he probably aims to become 200 or 150 or something. Next one, please. This is what he wrote. You can have a look at that yourself. Next one. And thank you. I apologize for going over time, but I have to do things a little bit differently. You know, I'm special. I'm unique. Okay. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for participating, and thank you for holding it up with me. It's never easy for me to address professionals because these people know things, you know. And they know body language. So thank you very, very much. Boo. Thank you.